in this video. Alright, you guys have been asking this for a year or so here is a little video of my short day railfanning with Finn. If you don't know, this is my dog Finn. He's a 3-year-old Samoyed and he's the cutest thing in existence. At the beginning of this summer, I stole Finn and took him railfanning for a bit on the Hartford line. The day was short because I didn't want to tire him out too much, and the Hartford line is the closest rail line to me, so Finn wasn't in the car riding for too long. On the way to the spot, I snapped this picture of Finn hanging out the window. When I got there, Amtrak 55 jump scared me. I was taking Finn out of the car and when I heard the crossing bells go off. However, once 55 was gone, I got Finn out and was ready for the next train to film with my fluffy buddy. While waiting for a train, I filmed this Delta Boeing 717 because they're a descendant of the MD-80s, which are my favorite plane. Also, 717s are disappearing rapidly because Delta is retiring them. And on the topic of planes, let me know in the comments if you guys would want to see plane content because I could make a whole video of the stuff I'd seen, plus I'm going to the TWA hotel soon to plane spot JFK for the first time. Anyway, I tied Finn's leash to Pablo's door handle and backed up to take my first train shot with Mr. Floof. Enjoy. Oh my god, I love Finn so much. Once he sees the train, he turns around to face it and then watches each car go by like a little kid and then looks back at me as if he's asking, "What the heck was that?" I took a second to take a selfie with Finn, which is something I can show you now, and then I was distracted by more choo-choo planes. This time it was a Chinook helicopter flying into Bradley. Bradley Airport houses several Chinook helicopters and sometimes you can see them flying around the area. I recorded the next plane landing on runway 33 with Finn in the shot because these were some of the first planes Finn's seen up close. Also, the plane I just recorded was an ATI 767, which has been on my Bradley bucket list for a while. Okay, next train with Finn, go! For a little bit, Finn's listening to the crossing bells go off, and that's what he's looking at. But then he keeps turning around because he's hearing the train horns, and you can see his ear moving over to hear the train horns. And then eventually he goes and looks in that direction. And then once the train goes by, he does that watch every single car go by like a little kid thing that I love that he does. And then he walks out a little bit to try watching the train go away. And then I love how he keeps looking backwards behind him as if there's another train coming or more coming from that direction. I then moved over to Windsor Locks to try and catch a southbound CT rail, but the CT rail train just kind of disappeared and all I was left with was a shot of Finn seeing his first responder vehicle up close. Finn was very tired on the way home and he used my center console as a pillow on the way home. But wait, there's more. While making this video, I took Finn back to the same spot so you could see CSO4, the daily Hartford line freight. Here's the clip of that. And while the rest of CSO4 goes by, I'll give you guys a little update. Following the Cumberland video, I kinda disappeared for a bit. I'd upload a short every once in a while, but other than that, the channel went pretty dormant. I gotta be honest, me disappearing wasn't due to any sort of burnout or stress, but because of me just wanting to relax, be with family, railfan, and play Geometry Dash. YouTube took a back seat for a bit, but the trip I took to JFK to Plane Spot that I'd mentioned earlier was a big kick to the motivation glands, and now I'll be working on content much more. As you watch this, I'm working on the next full-length video, which I'm going to try to get out within 2 weeks of this video coming out. Anyway, this concludes this short video of my railfanning adventures with Finn. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go pet Finn. There might be more railfanning with Finn days in the future, but we'll see about that. Thanks for watching, have a fluffy day.